Is there a doctor in the house? Yes, that's
It's when the big show wasn't supposed to do it. That's what I did. I got them all signed there. But then I figured I'd just wait till later. She could get it and she could call and tell her.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm looking at today's stuff, so.
I've been trying to shop too, but I couldn't afford it. I couldn't.
well, with $10.
Oh.
70% off this.
Well, let's see what I got here.
Oh, the other way. Get to one side or the other.
It's his, right? The one that he's doing under his.
Just hate for it to look junky.
Somebody
We should have a monitor here so we can see what we look like, so we don't forget the mic.
This thing?
Have we ever done that?
No.
I think that would be front page.
Somebody was kind of joking about it, so I thought maybe somebody would try to. Yeah,
Take mine.
The reason that I'm holding off is because if we don't tape it, then somebody has to take notes of the entire meeting, so if we
And
don't have,
Walter is not gonna do that.
if we don't have a something for the ladies to transcribe for them, so we'll give them another 2 minutes. Thank you for your patience. Right, we don't have money for paper.
What's that? Thank you.
Well, I was just saying, it'd be nice if we had a shredder here, so that when we come up Tuesday nights, all that paper that we don't need to keep it, which is in the trash, we can shred.
I'll bring my shredder from home.
I have one that, actually I have two.
Steve said he wants you on his team.
Did that help, Dr. White?
You gotta see, that's what I'm trying to get.
You're just getting it.
Oh, my leg is not the other. His
All right.
name's gonna be on the list in August. He's pulling my leg.
She on the phone?
I get it.
He knows.
She on the phone?
So he knows I'm I want somebody to scratch that.
Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have microphones? Yes, we do. We are taping at least. I'm not sure if we're on TV at home, but it will replay on Thursday in any event, so we'll get started. Welcome to the April 27th, 2010 Town of Wareham Board of Selectmen meeting. Oh, yeah. Can we have the roll call, Mr. Clerk, please?
Madam Chair, all selectmen are here, plus Town Administrator Mark Andrews.
Thank you. Do we have any announcements?
Announcements, we've got announcements for the up-and-coming town meeting. Be May 3rd, May 4th, May 10th, May 12th, and May 17th. The meeting will start at 7 o'clock.
And the Board of Selectmen will be posting a meeting at 6 o'clock before each meeting in the cafeteria. May 11th, we'll be holding a regularly scheduled meeting here. Thank you. Are there any other announcements?
Yes, there
As teachers' unions across the state
Especially where I work out of town. I know some of you are in town and available, and we'll appreciate your being able to show at some of the events. General courtesies towards each other. I'd appreciate it if you wait to be recognized by the chair to speak, and wait to be called on to respond. It's difficult if you talk across the chair. I think that we can all benefit from that. And if we can try to be brief and informative, that would be helpful as well. If you're going to be late or if you're unable to attend a meeting, I'd appreciate it if you'd contact either myself or the town administrator. I know that on some nights we've waited for people and not known where they were and worried about them. We don't want to worry about anybody. And so if you're going to be late or if you're unable to attend, that would be helpful as well. On liaison assignments, I know everybody's been looking over the list. I think we will hopefully put it off for another week and not go over it tonight, but I would propose that current liaison members would, if they would like to stay where they are, should stay where they are, and or if there's a senior member, maybe we give them preference on vacated assignments. However, everybody is always welcome to attend any meeting, anytime. If there's going to be more than 3 people at a meeting, I'll be more than happy to post the meeting so that you can also not just be there, but you can talk. There have been times in the past, I know that when there's some important meeting going on, that more than 3 of us would like to be there, and we not only that, but we'd like to be able to talk. So if we don't post it, however, if we post it, then somebody has to take responsibility for taking minutes and recording the meeting. So that might be a detriment. maybe 3 people would not like to attend because somebody will have to take minutes, but if we can keep each other in the loop as to where we want to be and where, when we might have to post a meeting and keep minutes, that would be a proper order of business. On appointments, I sat down and talked to the office staff on Friday, and one of the things that came up was, again, the agenda. We talked a lot about communication between the board and the office and trying to get things right the first time, and one of the things that used to be done or is now going to be done at the very least is that we'll schedule all our appointments for the 3rd meeting of the month. That way the office staff doesn't have to go calling people to show up for interviews 2 or 3 times a month. They will know that they can collect all of the paperwork that's required, and that we will, on the 3rd Wednesday of the month, Tuesday of the month, we'll have all our appointees in and try to schedule them all at once. And then on sewer construction updates, we're on track for once per quarter. Those are pretty much the basic thoughts I've had on working together with all of you, and if you have any suggestions, I'll be happy to take them on board. Comments, concerns? Mr. Holmes.
Madam Chairman, one thing I don't see addressed is, and maybe you could address it, is citizens' participation. And if the subject matter of citizens' participation tends like it should be a hearing, kind of like last week, that was really when we were talking about the school bus issue, very important issue. Safety is number 1, but to have a citizen participation, the subject could have been, and of course I'm new here, so I wasn't here 3 weeks ago, but that was really a lot of data to try to funnel through just being handed at 7 o'clock. And that really, to me, was more of a hearing or an agenda item where we should have had some time to do some research and probably could have come up with a different answer. So I don't know what your thoughts are on citizens' participation. Mr. Cruz mentioned last week about maybe limiting the time on certain issues, but I'm not sure what your thoughts are on citizens' participation. I certainly welcome it, but there are certain issues I think that probably should be agenda items.
And I think, Mr. Holmes, for my thoughts on that, unless someone else would like to give their thoughts first. Ms. Ekstrom, do you have any thoughts on that?
I can wait for you.
Okay, great.
Probably be at
Ms.
the.
Winslow?
Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Okay.